Hi, do you need a little help understanding your phone's basic call screen? Today on Sondra Show Seniors, I've got you covered. Welcome back to Sondra Show Seniors. If you happen to be one of those queen-agers or those senior kings that understands technology better than I do, this probably isn't for you. But if you need a little help understanding how everything works, and if you're feeling a little lost, then you've come to the right place. And it's understandable because for a couple of the generations that came after you, it was just a part of their life. And that's why a 3-year-old grandson can pick it up and play with it, because even their toys have been, that they get from birth, have been upgraded and go along with these things. I know with us, when I was a kid, we started out with Atari, and then it got a little more advanced and a little more advanced and a little more advanced. And then we had the Xboxes and the PlayStations and all the virtual stuff they have going on now, which honestly, I don't know how to work either. So, don't feel bad if you're feeling a little left behind and a little lost. That's what this is all about. So today, we're going to talk about using your phone. So the first thing you're going to want to do is open your phone. I have the little keypad, or if you have to put in a code or however you work it for yourself. And then we're going to work with the phone and making calls. So see that little one right there that looks like a telephone handle from back in the day, talking on the old school phones? That's what we're going to push. Okay, so now that we have our screen open to the phone where we are, if I wanted to make a call, I would just type in the numbers, and we'll do that in a minute. Now there's some other stuff up here at the top. You've got dial, which is how you're going to dial to put the number in if you want to call somebody that way. You have your call log, which we'll go over in another video, and your contacts, which we'll also go over in another video. And then you can also do groups. I don't mess with those. But just for fun, let's make a call. And okay, in the last screen, I showed you a picture of what that actually looked like on your phone. And if you need to, you can rewind back to that. Remember, we learned to do that last time and look at that again. But it's basically what I'm talking about now is basically going to be right here on your phone as you're calling, right above the little button, the red button, if you wanted to stop the call. So you have your contacts button, and it looks like a little person. I'm not much of an artist, but it does on the phone look like a little person, so that you could add someone to contacts. So we're not going to worry about that for today, but I will teach you how to add contacts at some point. And you have a hold button. So if somebody else is calling in and you want to answer it and things of that nature, you do have a hold button. And then over here is a little dial pad. And that is important. Like, say when I'm calling my pharmacy and I have to type in my prescription number, when you push that dial pad, that's when all the numbers come up for you. And it looks like a bunch of little dots, like the numbers on an old phone. Not the rotisserie kind, but the ones after that where they were all in the little line there. And on some phones that's red and it pops up red. My phone it's not, but it looks like a bunch of little dots. And that will get you to the number, so you can type in your prescription number and go from there. And down here you have a speaker button. So usually when I call the pharmacy, I put it on speaker just because I'm really not going to be talking to anybody. It's all automated, and that way it's easier for me to read the bottle and put the numbers in so that I'm not doing it. But I typically don't talk to people on speaker because it brings in extra noise. It makes it harder for me to hear them and for them to hear me. So, but that feature is there. And if you find you're getting that and somebody tells you your phone's on speaker, if you just tap it, you'll turn it off. Right here is your mute button. Now, this is a big one. If you are talking to someone and they can not hear you, but you can hear them, you probably have accidentally pushed the mute button. And I do that all the time with my fat little chipmunk chinks. So don't worry about it. It happens to all of us. But if that's usually the case, check that first. So if they cannot hear you, but you can hear them, check your mute button. Now, if neither one of you can hear each other, you might just have a bad connection and need to hang up and call again. And then the last one over here is Bluetooth. And honestly, I've never used it, so don't even worry about that one. Okay? But that's your basics of making a phone call. So hopefully after today, you're feeling a little more comfortable with all the buttons on your phone screen. And you can come back and watch this again if later on you run into a problem and you can't remember what was said. Also, if you want to, you can write little notes down and it makes it a lot easier to remember. Once again, I'm Sondra Bale with Hometown Realty. I thank you so much for watching Sondra Show Seniors. Have a great day.